Today I was inspired to go read the story of David and Bathsheba. It's a story I've read before, but I just felt like reading it today because of things that have been going on in my life and things that I've been contemplating and thinking about. And I was really excited to go read it, and I wanted to understand how David came to the place where he came to, that he fell and did what he did. And right there in the first chapter of 2 Samuel chapter 11, it says, "And it came to pass, after the year was expired, at the time when kings go forth to battle, that David sent Joab and his servants with him, and all Israel, and they destroyed the children of Ammon, and besieged Rabbah. But David tarried still at Jerusalem." Now, immediately I read that caught my attention, because it says, at the time that kings go forth to battle, which means it was the norm that at this time of the year, kings would go to battle, but David did not go. And right there, I felt like the Lord was telling me, or God was showing me, that he should not have stayed. He had a particular thing to do that he should have gone to do. But for whatever reason, we don't know why he didn't go, so we don't know. But he should not have been there in the first place, where he was, like, staying behind. And that's what led to all the other things that happened. And it was a key thing for me, because I realized that when you are in the wrong place, or you're not doing what you're supposed to do in life, it opens up the door to something else. Nature abhors vacuum, like my dad used to always say, or still says. When you're not doing what you're supposed to do, the door to do something else will open up, and it probably will not be a good thing, So look, if he had gone to war, he would not have seen the woman the way he saw her and all that. And, the rest of it is history, as we know. But it really just, for the first time in my life, it was like, boom, I was like, wow, he should not even have been there. He should have gone to war, as was the norm. If he had gone to war, that situation could have been avoided. So yeah, it's just an encouragement for myself and for everyone else. Whatever you're supposed to be doing, some things you just know you're supposed to be doing, don't push them aside, because when you do, it can leave room for something else to take its place that is not of God. And just as I was talking, it just occurred to me about, like, going to fellowship. People say go to church, but for me, that's what going to church is, fellowship. Sometimes I really don't want to go. A lot of the times, I really don't want to go. And I was even contemplating this, thinking about this today. But it's like God just is speaking to me right now. But yeah, even that, you should not forsake that, because forsaking that might lead to opening a door to something else that is not of God. So that's how I feel about that. And there's a lot of stuff in that, man. The Bible, the scriptures, is full of so much truth, and even in that very chapter, there's so much truth to be deciphered there. How God takes pride in us, because when David fell, it talked about how the prophet Nathan, speaking on the Lord's behalf, talked about how it gave the Lord's enemies reason to blaspheme against God, because of David, which means that God takes pride in us and he boasts of us, when we are walking in the light. So, I mean, it's a great responsibility, and to be honest, if you take it the wrong way, it can even feel like pressure. But I just think ultimately we need to be led by the Spirit in all we do, and pay attention to what we're supposed to be doing, because it will keep us out of trouble. Anyways, I might talk about that more in a future video as God leads me. But I just wanted to say that today, it's very important to be doing what you're supposed to do, because if you're not, something else will take its place probably. And that thing is not likely to be of God. God bless.